Hey guys, welcome back to a week 4 exercise video. Um, Congratulations, guys! You guys have been through 4 weeks of training, and I'm hoping you're learning some hand techniques and you're getting excited about learning some patterns and rhythm and tempo and everything else we have planned. This week, I want to go over some of the things we went over in class this week. Um, we're going to continue to build upon our patterns, and we're going to continue to develop the hand techniques really well. Okay. This practice video should be fairly short. I want to just emphasize on the patterns, go over the hand techniques that we should know by now, and then slowly teach you what we went through in class this week, which is the pattern, the second pattern, not the exercise pattern. Okay, so make sure you have a comfortable chair. Make sure your posture is good. Make sure your djembe is somewhere right here, not above here, not down here. And let's get ready to start. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start with some hand exercises. Always, make sure you loosen up your fingers, loosen up your wrists. Right. Make sure you're sitting comfortably. Okay. Do some of this a little bit. Make sure you already have your hand cream or lotion already on your hands. All right. Okay. Some of this here. Nice and stretched out. Nice and stretched out. Okay, guys. So let's go over the practice pattern that I had you guys go over. Okay. So first of all, we're going to do the basic one, which is 2 deep tones, 2 open hands, 1 slap, okay, finger slap, okay. So this one you should know already pretty well. So if you don't, make sure you practice this one as we will continue to build upon it, okay. So it's 1 2 1 2 1, okay. 1 2 1 2 1. Deep tone, open hand, slap. Deep tone, open hand, slap. Ready? 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4 1. Okay, so make sure you're doing that. Put on the click. I don't have the click on right now, but put on the click. 85 beats per minute is a good speed, but definitely increase it and bring it down as you wish. But you gotta practice that. Okay. Also, make sure you're practicing the one I asked you guys last week for this week, right? So it's using both hands. Same thing, same thing. So we're doing 1 2 3 4 1 3 1 2 3 4 1. Okay, so it's 2 deep tones, 2 open tones, 1. Okay, just remember, okay, do not leave your hands out here so far away from the djembe that you can't get to, up here. So what one of you guys pointed out is like, yeah, leave your hands fairly close to the djembe, not over here, but over here. You can leave your hands right here without actually causing any disruption to the sound, right? Because you could put your palms right here and nothing happens, and we could go 3 4. See, my hands stay here. They're accessible when we need to play. So actually, that's a good thing to keep in mind. To have your hands as close to as possible. You don't want your hands on the djembe itself because that obviously changes the sound of the djembe. Okay, so make sure we're practicing that. Let's do it. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 1. Let's do a little bit of click with that, okay? So I'm gonna place my click here at 85 beats per minute, 4/4. You can do the same. Make sure you have this app by this time. By this week of the class, you already should have this app, and you should be running it as much as you can. Okay. All right. So that's 85 beats per minute, fairly slow, and we're gonna increase it. So let's do a couple of times, and then we'll continue. Ready? Ready? Go. Ready. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you're counting. All right, well, good job. Okay, so I'm playing it really soft right now, so you guys could hear yourselves and hear the click. Okay, but you guys make sure you guys are playing D tones, open hand, and slap, and you should be able to hear three different sounds from the djembe with this. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit. Let's go to 95. Okay, so remember, when we're speeding it up, we listen first and then we play. Okay, ready? On the 1. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. If you need to put headphones on, you could do so. Okay, one last time. All right, good job. Okay, let's speed it up a little bit more. Let's take it to 110. So a little bit faster. So we listen, we play on the 1. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. One last time. Great, great. Now, don't be discouraged. If you can't get the speed and you're still at 75 or 85, that's okay. I want you guys to get comfortable in a speed, and once you get comfortable, you bump it up. Bump it up every 10 for an increments of 10 or however you want. Okay, so we're 110. Let's go to 125. If you can't get it, it's totally fine. But I do want you to try your best because we have to grow. Okay, so again, it's a little bit faster now, but the same thing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. One last time. 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, so that's 125. That's pretty good. Let's do it one more at 140. pretty fast, pretty good speed. All right, so the same thing. Let's try your best. On the one. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't lose the form. Three different sounds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. One last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. All right, good job, guys. So that's how I want you guys to practice your rhythm patterns. Slow, medium, fast, really slow, okay? I want you guys to do that. We can't do that together, so I want you guys to do that. It is the only way you're really going to learn fully how to do that, okay? So let's go over the hand techniques we've learned already. We went over them in class today briefly, and I want you guys to know them. If I tell you, please play a deep tone, you should know what that is. Please play an open hand, you should know what that is. Please give me a finger roll and an open tone. You should know what that is, okay? Over time, you could make your own definitions, however you think they should be named. That's totally fine. That's up to you. But for our class, so we could be on the same page, I want you guys to learn the names of these hand techniques and how they sound and where are they in relation to your drum. Okay? So really quick, we're not gonna go too deep in this because we've been practicing this. Deep tone. So deep tone, middle of the djembe. Okay? So the middle of the djembe. Hands closed, not tight, not tense, right? In the middle, right? I want you guys to practice that, even individual hand techniques with the click. Go slow, go really fast, okay? Just so you can get to know, mix them up, both hands, okay? So that was deep tone. Open hand, same thing, same hand placement or posture, right? Fingers closed, all the way over here. This part of our hand, the palm, makes contact with this part of the djembe, which is the rim, and your fingers are really the ones that do that sound right there, okay? So that's the open hand, okay? Open tone, open hand, same thing, okay? We have the slap that we learned a few weeks ago. Slap, very easy. Instead of going here in the deep or here on the edge, we take our fingertips, the tips of our fingers, and we place them on the edge of the djembe to make that sound. Again, that's the one that's going to give you the most sting on your fingers. But I need you guys to practice that so you can develop a tougher skin, so you don't crack your skin, your fingers that easily, okay? So finger roll. We learned bear grip also, okay? The silly one. Very tense. Like if we're opening a doorknob, we bring it down here. But the one I'm really focused in is right here. So at the edge of the djembe, that's where we hit it. That's where we hit it. Okay? We also practice finger roll, right? The finger rolls. This here. This is crucial every day. I mean, all of them are crucial, but this one takes a long time to develop. Okay? Remember, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Make sure your hands are not like here, but make sure we raise our hands a little bit and here. And we do this motion outwards, in and out, okay? So I want you guys to practice that with the click, practice that with, start mixing what you know. So right there, what I'm playing is deep tone, bear grip, finger roll. can start mixing up your own rhythms. You can start just creating things, just hearing things out as you're playing. Okay, I'm teaching you some patterns, but doesn't mean you guys can't just come up with patterns on your own. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so today I want to practice and go over what we learned today, which is two new hand techniques, which one of them is called the muted slap. Okay, so the muted slap, very, very simple. As we saw today in class, finger slap, muted slap, or anything muted. What does it mean? It means that we reduce the sound and we reduce the reverb or the echo of the drum. So to reduce anything of the drum, we just place our hand that's not being used in the middle of the djembe, right? To block out the sound. And now we should have a dry sounding slap. Sounds very similar as if you're hitting a table. But it can't. So another sound is this, but I'm not teaching you this yet, right? It's open hands. This is just a muted open hand. But this is what we're looking for. Okay, that's what we're looking for. There should be a slide coming up right here. And it should show you the finger placement and the hand placement on the finger slap. And why do we need this? I'll show you why. Very, very key. I'll show you a simple rhythm. Even simpler. Right? So we need that. It gives an accent to a rhythm. It gives a good style. Okay, so dynamics as well. So we need that. We need that. So I want you guys to practice with the click. That one is going to sting, but not as much as the open hand. Okay. Please play that. Switch your hands. Again, one hand is always going to be weaker than the other, but we have to exercise both hands, okay? So make sure we're placing the hand that we don't use in the middle of the djembe, and then we grab finger slap. Just think finger slap. The same, nothing changes here. The only thing that changes is that we're bringing this hand here and we're putting in the middle of the djembe to block the sound. That's the only thing that changes. But it's the same technique as the finger slap, okay? That's very simple, very simple. And I'm gonna add it later in the course so we could play a rhythm with that, okay? All right. So that is really the muted slap. So do a couple of reps with that. And then the one I really want to focus on today is the cupped slap. So this is the loudest sound in the djembe. It's the loudest. So when you were wanting to go really loud, or they're requesting from you just loud, just noise and vibrance and life into the song, then this is the cupped slap. So the cupped slap is very simple, as I showed you in this week in class. We are going to grab our hands and we're going to cup them. Okay, there's a picture of a sequence of motion, right? But we're going to cup our hands. If you can see it on the video, we're not doing this. We're just bringing it in closer. So we're bringing it. This hand technique, okay? And what we're going to do is we are going to bring it down. We're going to bring it down. And we are going to, bring it down. And we're going to, with this part of our hand, so the outer palm, the side of our hand, and there's a slide here, you are going to make contact with the rim of the djembe, okay? So like this. Right? That's what's happening. okay? And we're gonna keep our cup hand all the way. As you can see, like as a little bit open here, as I come to djembe, I close it a little bit more, and then the motion is this. This is what we're gonna do. Slow motion is this. We're gonna pretend that you're picking up something, or you're killing something in the on the. You're just picking up something. You're picking up some type of item from your djembe. It's a scooping. It's a scooping mechanism, right? Scooping technique. So we're gonna scoop. This is slow motion, but this is exactly what I want you guys to do. It's exaggerated right now for purposes of training, but as we start playing, you'll see how it just sounds beautiful. So this is what I want you guys to do. Cup your hands, bring it down here, right? Bring it down here to the rim, and you're gonna scoop. You're gonna scoop, and this is the sound that you should hear. It should be a finger slap, but louder with bass on it. That's the best way I could describe it. Okay, so we're gonna, as we come down, what's making the sound is our fingers, the fingertips here. Here, when we go like this, those fingers, that's the sound right there. But louder, obviously, because we're coming faster. So the hand motion is, we're sweeping, we're sweeping, we're sweeping, okay? So it's not like this. We're not just placing our hands, because that will do this sound, which is totally different. But we're keeping it cupped, right? A little, not too cupped when we're up here, but see, my hands are like kind of open, and then I cup them as I come down to the djembe. I cup them and sweep, sweep. So the placement of the hand, it's closer to the end, to the edge of the djembe, that's closer to you. Okay, so we're not playing up here, we're not playing in the middle, we're playing towards there's this edge as close as you as possible, but we're not playing at the edge either. Okay, so it's a little bit further in. And why cupping it? Because cupping, the sound reflects from your hand and goes outward even louder. Make sure you're doing that, okay? This one takes time to develop, okay? Don't get frustrated if you can't get it today. It takes time to develop, and you know, you could practice with both hands, okay? If you get lost, you'll be like, okay, I'm grabbing something that's right here on the djembe. Just focus on a part of the djembe, and you're grabbing it, grabbing it, grabbing it. We're grabbing it together. Sorry, I got excited there. Okay, very simple, but it takes time to get that perfect sound. Okay, how is that played on a rhythm? Let's say, let me see. So it's yet another technique. Sounds louder, makes everything sound even better. Okay, so it's cupping it, and bringing it in. Okay, great. Let's do some click action with that. So we're gonna go to Let's see. I think it's too slow. Um, let's do 90. 90 beats per minute. Oh, all right. And we're just gonna play it on each one, okay? So quarter notes, each one. Do your best. Press pause if you get lost. Look at the slides that have up here. How to place your hands, okay? This is a tricky one, but it's good. It's not that hard once you get it. It just takes time to develop it on your djembe, okay? So here we go. We're gonna cup our hands and we're gonna go on one. Ready? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's do a little slower. We're gonna do 75 beats per minute, okay? See how we do this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's a little fast, but I want you guys to practice that, okay? Start practicing with one hand, with the right hand only. And then give me some left. Okay, so again, 10 technique. We cup it, we bring it down here. We kind of have to like hit this part, with our wrists, and that hit causes our fingers to go like this and hit the djembe, but with the cupping and sweeping technique. Okay, so it's boom, right? I hit it, and that causes my fingers. See how my fingers start going like this? But if I keep them like this, then if I keep them cupped, then only my tips do any type of sound. Okay, so that's how we do it. Okay. Okay. So then how we do it is now we switch our hand. We switch our hands now, and now we are the same thing. So the same hand technique. We have this part here. We bring it to the rim, and then we sweep back and forth. Sweep back and forth. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. Again, it takes time to develop this hand technique, so don't get frustrated. If you need help with that, anything I could do to help you with that hand technique, I would love to help you with that. It took me a few years to actually develop it perfectly and to be able to use it in the context of worship or just music. It takes time, okay? But that's why I want to teach it to you now, okay? So for homework, I need you guys, definitely, please, pretty please, I need you guys to send me a video of you guys playing. It is the only possible way that I can see if you guys are growing or where I could help you in, or where do I need to hone in, certain areas that I need to hone in. It is the only way possible. It doesn't need to be a professional video. You could just grab your phone and just do it, 30, 40-second video of what we're learning in class. Please make sure, if you do have time, send me a video with you playing the click, playing that as well, okay? Okay, and one last thing I do want to show you guys, it's what our pattern that we learned today and how to practice it even more, okay? So the pattern that we've been working on is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, Okay, that's the pattern. And what we learned in class today, right, is we're going to add our open hand, our left, left hand, open hand to this pattern, okay? So this is what we learned today in class, and I would just want to practice it with you guys. Again, is the pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, and where we're adding today is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, okay? So we're just doing it all, okay? So it should sound like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and, okay? So with the new things, with the new beats or the new hand techniques, it will be So the pattern is, as we went over in class, is 1, 2, 3, 4, and, right? That's the basic pattern. Copy and paste that pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and, okay? So now with adding it, we're adding just this hand. This hand is going to stay with that pattern that we just went through. And this hand, we're just going to add some accents, some accents to make it more rhythmic, to make it more like a rhythm. And we're going to be playing on the end of 1, on the end of 2, and on the end of 3. Remember how I said last week that when we clap, there's always 2 things happening. There's a downbeat and an upbeat, right? There's a down and an and, right? Do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So this hand here, open hand, is going to play on the 1 and, on the 2 and on the 3 and, okay? And yeah, it takes some time to get used to it, but it's good to count, okay? So we could do that, and I'm going to play the click in a minute. Ready? 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1. Sorry, I messed up the last one, but very simple. I want you guys to practice that at home, and if possible, send me a video of that. We're gonna keep building upon that. All right. So that's it for today, guys. Try to keep it a little bit under 30 minutes. I don't know if I did that or not, but I hope you're learning. Send me your feedback. The next classes are going to get a little bit more rhythmic. We're going to be learning some rhythm patterns in the context of worship and other things. I do ask you, send me a song that you like. Send me a song that you like that we could dissect it. We could bring it down. I could show you what's happening in each part of the song and how to play it with your djembe. It doesn't have to be a worship song. It could be any type of song at all. Okay? Great. Thank you, guys. Have a great week. Goodbye.